Hello there, here's a new little talking video. Every once in a while I have an internet friend named Stormco who emails me these really nice, insightful emails, and he always encourages me to make more videos where I'm just talking or sharing my workflow or process or commenting on things. So here's a new one. And this one, I was thinking about grinding because I've been talking to a lot of people. I'm talking to my friend who's shipping his first game, and I talk to a lot of people a lot of the time. And when I do, I'm mentioning the grind, the grind, the grind, the grind, right? And what is the grind? So, kind of the way things have turned out in our modern, at least here in the Western world, um, the whole thing with instant gratification, if you're not aware of that, like everything is designed for instant gratification. You can go back and watch some of my past videos where I'm talking about this. But the thing is that almost no one can deal with delayed gratification. They want things now. And grinding is delayed gratification. Grinding is doing repetitive things, things you don't want to do for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to get something done. And something I hear a lot from people is like that they don't have time, or they're convinced they don't have time to do things. And maybe there's stuff you want to do, but you've convinced yourself this is supposed to be like an hourglass. So don't get it wrong in my immaculate art. They don't have time, right? And I'm going to say, right, you don't have time. You have time. And let's just look at some things to prove that you do have time. Let's just look out there in the world, because this is what I do, right? Because some time ago I hired someone to do some work for me, and they were lagging and doing shoddy work. And I happened to know their Steam ID. So this is very interesting to me, so I go look at people's Steam IDs, Steam pages, and see how many hours they're putting in on games they're playing, right? So let's just take a look. I just pulled up the Warframe page, this game, and let's just look at this. So check this out. This person's played this game for 1,000 hours, right? 250 hours, 1,700 hours, 140, 2,800 hours, almost 3,000 hours in this game. And just look at these hour numbers, right? And look at yours. Like, how many hours have you? 6,000 hours this person put in this game, right? 7,000 hours. Like, what? So maybe this is just normal. Like, you see that, and what do you think? Like, wow, they're hardcore. Wow. Wow. So what I think, I'm like, fuck, that is pathetic. You're wasting your potential. What the hell are you doing putting thousands and thousands of hours into some game? Like, okay, now if you're where you want to be in life and you've accomplished everything you want to accomplish, fine, go play games for thousands and thousands of hours. I mean, there's still more to do, but if you haven't accomplished everything you want to do, there's stuff you want to do you haven't, but you're pouring these thousands of hours on these games, like, what are you doing? Like, 4,000 hours, right? Like, I'm not a math person, but let's go take a look. So 4,000 hours, right? So let's just say you're working 8-hour work days. There's some passion project, something you want to do. You always wanted to write a book, make a video game, make an animation, make a movie, write a play, make code your own app, learn to program, learn anything, right? So 4,000 hours. So let's say, what are those in 8-hour work days? So that's 500 work days, okay? So let's say you're working every day of the month, 30 days, right? So let's divide that by 30. So that is 16 months, over a year, of working for 8 hours a day on something. Now imagine what you could have done with this time if you would have put it on something you actually, that means something to you, because this, what does this mean? I guess in these games, you're like, I'm the man because I'm the ultimate ultra and I have the da 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 and people respect me and da da da. But like in reality, I know this may be a reality. Like if you're cut off from reality and this is just where you live, like in your gaming spheres. But for you and your dreams and your hopes, so when people ask you when you meet them in person, if you meet anybody in person, so what do? You don't go, I'm a badass at Warframe. No, you're like, well, I graduated, but I didn't finish school, and I want to do. I work at the gas station. Like, that's fine to work at a gas station, but what I'm saying is that if there's things you want to do, you're wasting your potential by just pouring it into these games. So when I see this, I'm just like, what are you doing? So go calculate the time. Go look at your screen time. You know, I don't have a phone, so I don't have any fucking screen time, but I know people are spending probably way more time than this, like looking at their phone, messing with apps, like doing whatever the fuck people do on phones. Check that time out, calculate it, like look at it. And this is a thing. It's like right now I'm producing a friend's novel, like a book, right? So and it's just like with that, it's like you put the time in every day. Do the words. Write your words every day or, you know, as often as you can, and you'll eventually get there. You just need to grind, but you need to put the time in. There's no way around the time that you need to spend. So look at the time sinks that are in your life. Like, what are you doing? I don't do this. I'm doing this right now. So this is my GitHub page. So I just started like using this really how you're supposed to back in September. So this doesn't say much, but you can see like, hey, here's my work. When you go to people's GitHub pages, you can see what they're doing. This is what I'm grinding on. I'm grinding on my work. And so maybe I don't do people like I guess Steam achievements, right? Like I did stuff, Steam achievements. Like I'm accomplishing things, Steam achievements. But if you want to get things done in, you know, outside of the video game or the phone world or whatever, these need to be your achievements. So these are my achievements. So like if a normal person who's just going to die with regret and not do the things they wanted to do, instead be a badass in some game, a badass, right? Like, yeah, so, you know, can you use this in real life? Not really. Not at all. No. Can you put this on a resume? No. Can you use this for copulation? No. Can you use this to make money? No. I guess I'm going to be a professional gamer. Like, get the fuck out of here. What's the percentage of people that do that? Come on. Come on. That's just like what you tell people don't know. Like, yes, I'm a professional. I'm going to make $1 million a month. Like, Peta or Hoodoogie or whoever is the famous professional gamer, which I still think is fucking hilarious. But that's just me. But that's why you're here, because I don't think like other people. I don't live like other people. So everyone else can agree. Oh, professional gaming's awesome. Put 8 million hours in a game, like it's amazing. But that's not me. But that's why you're here. You're listening to an alternative voice, someone with a different opinion from the normalcy. I'm M. Strange, so I'm strange in the way I look at things. So there's no way around putting the time in. So what I was saying is that these are my achievements. So this is a side project I'm working on right now, Nightmare Puppeteer, and my friend Spooked Guys is here, helping me out. Hired him to do some stuff. But so these are my achievements, right? So I create these tasks. So like, um, make. I wouldn't do this in here because it has nothing to do with the game. Make new talking shit video. All right, so like, I attribute it to myself. It already was attributed to me. You know, put some label. I'll just say it's programming, right? So this is me. This is my addiction because I know a lot of people are addicted to video games. I'm addicted to working. I'm addicted to getting my shit done for my dreams, things that I enjoy, right? So check this out. So now it has a number. See this? That's like the issue number because it's connected to GitHub issues. So 178. So my addiction is programming, is working on my game, and then these are the commits. So my addiction is closing my issues, which is finishing these tasks, right? So like check this one out I did yesterday. So this one commit closed 3 issues. So you know how that feels to me? Like I guess when you get some awesome Steam achievement or you hit 1 million hours in your game or whatever, you got a high, I don't know what people do on fucking phone apps or game. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but whatever that thing you're doing in those spaces that's giving you dopamine. And, you know, I've talked about this before. There's shitloads of stuff all over the internet about how that's how phones addict you. That's how games addict you. Their little sounds and their graphics that give you a dopamine boost, so it makes you feel nice, like you're getting something done. This is how I get them by committing right now code and getting shit done in my games and my projects. So last night when I did this, I was like, yeah, 3 issues in one commit, son, bam. And then maybe I'll even go look, like, let's see, how can I do that? I don't even know. Let's go look, So does this make you proud? Like, 6,000 hours I played. Like, ultimate achievements. And I'm being dramatic and making it sound lame. But, because I think it is. It's like, even when I put out my fucking games, like, I'm making my first thing for Steam right now, Nightmare Puppeteer, like, I don't want, well, I should go backwards. Alright. So, stuff like Minecraft, you can create things in, right? They're creation tools. That's different, because you're actually creating something, whatever. My Nightmare Puppeteer, I'm going to put out very soon, is also a creation tool. You use it to create weird animations, so I should go back. My other game, Nightlight Sonata, if someone put 10,000 hours into it, I'd feel bad. Because I'm like, man, come on, go do something else with your life. Like, don't put it in my game, because I'm doing my best on my games, but they're not going to solve your life problems or make you somebody or do something. But, yeah. So, become addicted to your work. This is what I've done. And I'm not, I talk to people a little bit on Discord. I talk to my wife every day. I go for a walk, but, I'm pouring my time into this. And this makes me proud. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to try to go look at it on GitHub. So when I go and look at my repos, and can I look at the issues? Yeah. So when I go look at this, like these closed issues, so these are things that I finished. This makes me feel good. I'm like, yeah, like it doesn't log the time. There's tools you can do to log time to. Tried using them, but it doesn't do it for me. But this, makes me happy. Makes me, gives me my dopamine boost. So, and, this is what allows you to do stuff because, I'm doing this, 2 projects right now. So I'm doing this game, Nightlight Sonata. And, just like when I used to make animated feature films, when I made movies, people would see these things and like, there's no way one person made this. And when I eventually release this game at the end of next year, it's fucking bonkers. It's crazy. It's massive, and I'm doing all this psycho shit I've never seen before, and it's super creative and original. And like, people are gonna go, "There's no way one person did this," and it's like, well, yeah, one person that's not like playing with the fucking phone all day and night or wasting time trying to do who knows what. I'm not pouring thousands of hours into Steam games. I'm doing this every day, all night, for days and days and days and days. While other people are, fucking doing this shit. Like putting whatever men are doing. I don't know what they're doing. Or women, whoever is supposed to be creating. Like, what are you doing? Playing on TikTok or fucking whatever. I don't know. Why are you going to do that? Like, what are you supposed to be? That's what I say. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be a normal person. I'm supposed to be a creator. So I'm going to do creator shit. And creator shit is not like posting stuff on Instagram trying to get attention. And I know there's a thing like, I need to market, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, okay, you're going to market yourself. But then when people come to look at you and be like, so what do you do? And be like, I make stuff on Instagram. I want to do this thing, but I don't have any time because I spend all my time on Instagram and Facebook and playing Steam games. So, the only way, what I was getting at is just like, it's fucking simple to me. It's like people, when I put this game out next year, maybe with Nightmare Puppeteer, because I did it in 2 months, with help from my intern friends out there. When I put this out, people are going to be like, oh my god, one person made this, it's unbelievable, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, it's believable. You just have to fucking dedicate yourself and not waste time on bullshit. So if there's stuff that you're spending time on that is not moving you towards achieving your goal, and you can it's marketing, like all the social media shit in your phone, like I need to do this, I'm marketing. It's like, marketing what? Like, work on the thing. Like, what are you gonna market? Like, make the thing first. And people's like, well, you're not even famous, M. Dot Strange. Jackie Balabi on YouTube has 10 million subscribers and you only have like 10. And it's like, Well, yeah, but what does that fucking person do? They're not making anything but stupid videos where they're just filming themselves playing other people's creations. And it's like, is that what you want to be? You just want to be a commenter? You know, like, you're not a creator. It's like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking to people that want to be creators. If you want to be a creator, start fucking acting like one and not like a fucking YouTuber. Because I'm not a YouTuber, alright? I was doing this shit before YouTube existed. I've been on YouTube since 2005. So I was doing this before YouTube existed, and I'll be doing it after YouTube fucking crumbles because of their censorship and all the bullshit they do on here. But so I'm not defined by the platform. So you shouldn't be defined by the platform. You're a creator. So you don't have to do things that other YouTubers are, because they're not. Like, all the fucking famous people don't make shit. They make shit for the platform, for YouTube. They make YouTube videos. I mean, there may be some that make like shitty games to be like, I'm the game dev YouTuber or whatever, but you know, it's just a fucking gimmick. So, hopefully you get what I'm saying. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and making crazy shit that I enjoy and other people enjoy, and yeah, I just wanted to come out and just say that because no one says it, and people skip it, you know. And there's like cool stuff out there. Like, I like these videos. You know, this is for Unity stuff like Brackeys, right? They make cool
If you want to make a
tutorials.
video game,
But there's something I should point out.
hey,
So when you look at a lot of this stuff, it's like I was talking about the grind, right? And like all of these tutorials, and I'm even guilty of it a bit in some tutorials I made my awesome AI made easier or whatever, da da da. So what I wanted to say is, like, in these videos, this stuff out there, like, everything's awesome. You know, the guy's doing it and he's like, oh, awesome. Oh, great. Oh, awesome. Oh, wow, this is so cool. Awesome. But these are just little tidbits. These are just little things. And this dude makes his money on Unity ads and sponsorships and selling whatever. He's not making and selling games. That's not his thing. So he can portray it as like, oh, it's so fun. It's so easy and it's so awesome. It's not easy. It is awesome, but it's not easy. It's hard. It's hard as fuck. Like, it'll probably be one of the hardest things you've ever tried. You have to grind for a long time. So yeah, you can do little 2-day games or little tiny games. If you want to make little tiny games, it can stay awesome. But if you're trying to do bigger games, and you know, I've been in this for a little bit now, so if you go look at my little history, so I think I did some games before this, but this super shitty game, what's the date on this? I don't even know how to see the date. This must have been like 4 years ago. So, you know, if you're making little simple games, yeah, it can be awesome, but as you start getting more complex, if you want to make bigger games, which, you know, my Nightlight Sonata is a bigger game, like a fucking massive, crazy ass third person, you're nuts, what are you doing, dude? Um, it's not awesome. So, if you just see this stuff and you're like, oh, cool, yeah, Unity, this guy says awesome, he makes it look so easy, oh, awesome. This is not the reality. So you're going to have to grind. So I know this can, you know, give you this false sense of security, or like, wow, it's going to be great, I'm just going to keep moving forward. And it's like, no, there's going to be fucking bugs and everything's going to go wrong and shit's going to crash and you don't know why and you're going to be frustrated working on the same problem for days at a time, this and that. So don't let this stuff fool you. This is like, this doesn't reflect the reality if you're trying to make anything bigger than like a real tiny little simple game. Um, so yeah, I don't mean to scare you. It's just like, if you just see this and you're like, oh, cool, awesome, awesome, fun, awesome, and then you come to doing it yourself and then you're just stuck and you're like, this is not awesome, and then you think something's wrong with you, like you're retarded or something. You're not. It's just, this doesn't reflect reality. This dude, he's selling the pickaxe of, like, you know, he's selling you tools or tutorials, making money on ads and shit to make games, but he's not actually shipping complex commercial games himself. So you have to know why people are in the game and what they're doing. So, and it's almost like a whole Unity problem too. I'm calling it a problem, and that Unity doesn't really care if you're able to make any shipping games. They just want to convince you that it's really easy to make games, so you spend a bunch of money in the asset store and pay for their training and all their stuff. So you kind of have to get out of that headspace and be like, no, man, this is hard. It's going to be hard. Like, keep it as simple and do things as smart as you can, but it's going to be difficult. So don't get caught up in this haze that like, oh, it's awesome. I just go and oh, I just plug it in. Look how cool it is. And like, no, that's not reality. So, and you can apply that to so many other things. So check your hours. Check how many hours you're putting in on your Steam games. Check how many hours of screen time you have. Check how many hours, and if you're not already rich and successful or, doing what you want to do, like, check yourself and be like, what am I doing? Like, because if you put the time in, you will be fucking good. If you put the time in to learn anything new and you stick to it every fucking day, you will be good. And it's like, yeah, like in drawing, I'll never be close to anywhere as good as like people who are really good in drawing, right? But for what I do, I've gotten good enough, right? For music, I've been doing music for 20 years now, and it's like, yeah, I'm not a fucking classical composer or whatever, but hey, you know what? My music for me is good enough. And it's the same in animation. I'm not the best fucking animator, but after 20 years of doing it, it's good enough for what I'm doing, and I have my own style. And now the same thing with game dev. I've been doing game dev since 2014, so 6 years now, and like now I'm pretty good. Like I'm not super master. I'm not going to try to write my own game engine, which I think would be a waste of time anyway, but I'm good enough and I can do stuff. So, but it only comes through putting the time in. So, whatever you're putting your time into every day, consistently you're going to be good at. It's that simple. So like, what do you want to be good at? Okay, you want to write, then fucking write every day. There's no way around it. And don't just think about it or like plan. It's like, well, I was thinking about it, and it's like, well, thinking about it is not doing it. Just start fucking doing it. That's like, it's so simple. But people like think they're too smart or try to outsmart themselves or something. Like, well, what I need to do is make sure I have this equipment and this and that, so when I do start doing it, I'll have everything I need and everything will be perfect. And it's like, no, it will never be perfect. There will always be things that you're missing and are broken, and you'll learn that as you go along. So don't lie to yourself. Just start. And something else that I've been finding myself telling people a lot is just like, you know, here's a static object, right? Static object. Oh, that says static. Okay. So, and let's say you want to figure out the best way to, I don't know, write a book. All right. So you're static, right? I want to write a book. Okay. At this point, you're not writing, right? You're thinking. You're thinking about writing. What's the best way to plan? What software should I buy? I need to read 10 books first on writing before I can go. You're thinking about writing, right? So you're static. Now, you're trying to figure out the best path to move towards writing a book without moving. That is the thing that destroys everyone. So this is a secret technique. This shouldn't be a secret technique. This is my secret technique. It's so hard to find the correct path, period. Even if you're moving, right? It's really hard. It's going to take work, but it's impossible to find the quote correct path if you're static, if you're not moving. So the key is to just start moving. So in this thing, it would be to just start writing. And once you're moving, it's so much easier to find the correct path. And you might find the correct path by going down the wrong one. But you're moving, at least you're moving. So it's so much easier once you're moving. It's like how the first draft of anything makes all the other drafts after that so much easier. But it's the first draft that's the hardest because you're going from static to moving. But my secret, my thing I want to share with you is do this as quickly as possible. Just start moving. Oh, you want to paint a painting? Start fucking painting. Oh, you want to learn how to program? Just start fucking programming something. Just start moving. You want to make a game? Start making a fucking game. Stop thinking about it and planning and waiting for the perfect moment. Like, and it's everything in life. Like, oh, you're lonely? Ask someone out. Like, I know people don't do that anymore, that you just send your genitals on Tinder. But you know what I mean. Like, fucking move. Like, do it. Don't just sit here thinking, Googling, what should I do, internet? Oh my God, if I do that, it's going to kill me somehow. That's when you go, fuck you, internet. Just start moving. Like, oh, I want to write a book. Oh, this article says writing is the worst career. And it's like, it's not your fucking career. It's something you want to do right now. Just move. Stop being so afraid. And I know there's so much fear out there. And now, I mean, a million times more. People are so fucking afraid. They don't even know why. Um, People aren't going to want to move. They're going to want to say, oh, I mean, these uncertain times. It's like, bitch, when have the times been certain? Fucking never. Life is uncertain. Nature is uncertain. I mean, there's certain cycles and laws that are certain, but it's always uncertainty. So, if you're letting this current bullshit, like, twist you up and mess up your mind, just fucking go, no, bitch, no, oh, uncertain times, fuck you. Yeah, I'm going to move. I'm doing, the world's continues to move. Look at the birds outside. Do they give a shit? Look at fucking nature. Bees. Like, what are they doing? Are they going, I'm just gonna sit still and wait and see what happens? No. They go on with it. They live. And it's like, me as a creator, I'm a fucking creator. Like, what am I right now? I'm a game developer, animator, filmmaker, blah, blah, blah. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna create shit. I'm gonna go make stuff. I'm gonna work. Because that's what I do every day. I'm moving. That's me. That's my life. So just start moving, whatever it is you want to do, and just don't listen to like, well, I want to make a manga or comic book, but I'm not good enough, and just tell that voice like, shut the fuck up, like, whatever, and just start doing it. And then as you do it, and if you're dedicated, again, you got to study, apply yourself, read articles, read books, watch videos, whatever you have to do, like, immerse yourself in the craft, in the medium. You do it every day, you will fucking get good. And it's just that simple. And it's like, all the different things I do now. Let me show you. Let me show you, in case you didn't know. They're not all on my website, by the way. But, we can look at my films, my animation, my music, my games, my visual novels, my art, my books, tutorials, what else do I got in here? Something. So, all this stuff, I know this is going to play audio. All this stuff just came about through moving, through doing things. I didn't ask anyone for permission. I couldn't even call myself an animator when I started this. I told you I was going to play stuff. Because I suck so bad. But I did it, I grinded, I got better in this one, I got better in this one. And now, I'm going to turn that off. I'm better today. Same thing. This is movement. None of this stuff that I've made, I felt like, I know everything now. I'm perfect. I'm gonna go forward. No, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just trying shit. Just move. And even now, I'm like planning the marketing of this Nightmare Puppeteer, and I'm just moving. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'll admit that. I study. I read, I look around, and I try to, but you just move. And there's a million people who are gonna say, you're moving in the wrong direction. You don't know what you're doing. So, well, fuck you. Give me a better way to do it. You got a better way to do it that you've done? No, you just heard about it? Well, I'm gonna do my way. Like, what the fuck do you know? Think back to the M. Strange quote, a person's advice can only go as far as they've gotten. So, you're listening to me right now, a person who's made a million fucking things in a million different mediums and done all this shit. I know how to get stuff done. I know how to be original. I know how to do things without a budget. Very low budget. I can do it. So I know what I'm talking about. But other people that haven't done it, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So listen to yourself. If you think you know how to do it, listen to yourself. Like all this music I'm doing. Oh, let's play that. No, this one. So, I've done I don't know how many albums and soundtracks and all this shit. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a musician. Like, I didn't get trained. I just go. Why did I start rapping and singing? I just fucking did it. I didn't wait. I didn't like, hey, can I be a rapper? I didn't, just move. Just do it. And then, when you first start moving, it's going to be so uncomfortable and so scary. Like, doing something in a new medium for the first time, like my friend who I'm producing her book, her novel, I can tell, it's painful, it's terrible, it's uncomfortable, it's like you don't know where you are, and you're wearing weird clothes that don't fit you right, and you can't move. That's what it feels like. But it's only like that the first time. You gotta move, you gotta do it, and then once you do it, then it gets easier every time after that. So that's why now, I've been doing all this stuff for almost about 20 years now. And so now I'm just like like it's so easy. It's just like breathing for me. I just go, okay, I'm going to start a project. Bam, 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 bam. No hesitation. But that only came through the repetition, through the grinding. Because instead of grinding on some game or on an app or watching a series or a TV show, I am doing this stuff. I'm doing this stuff. You know? So it's that simple. It's just your choice. What are you going to do with your time, with your life? And I happen to love all this stuff. It's fun. And it makes me, when I look back, I was like, oh yeah, like I totally forgot about this thing until I looked at it. And I was like, oh yeah, this was cool. I like this. And it's like, hardly anybody looked at it or whatever. I don't give a shit. That's not what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it because it's my progression. It's my process. I'm learning. I'm growing. Every one of these things makes me better in some way. I learn some new different thing that will help me achieve my ultimate goals. So you're just moving, and it's like, yeah, I can't fucking draw, but hey, I just keep drawing and I keep doing stuff, and it's my style, and I don't care. I'll find my way through moving. Um, just like, when I draw the postcards for people, if I ever drew a postcard, I like doing it because I know some people appreciate it. I think it's cool to do like handmade real things for people today. But also it's practice for me. I get to practice drawing. It forces me to practice. So, um, books, I got to write more books, but all this stuff, it's through moving. And I'm just here to say, don't wait till you have the money to buy this thing, unless it's like, well, I want to use Unity, I don't have a computer. Like, yeah, you need a computer, then get working on it. But even so, you can read books, get free PDFs, you can do things. So it's just today, so much shit is focused on the tools and the tech. Like, I can't start making music until I buy an APC 40. And it's like, no, you can start making music by coming up with melodies or whatever. There's something you can do. So, M. Strange, yeah, that's me. One man misanthropic media empire creating original works. Well, that's what I do. You can leave a message for me here if you want to. Yeah, so I gotta go back and get on with starting my day. But if you enjoyed this talking video, I'm not gonna call it a rant because that's a YouTube phenomenon. Being an old YouTuber, the rant thing came about through YouTube, and it's like, yeah, man, you can fucking talk about a bunch of different subjects and be passionate about it. It doesn't mean it's a rant. It's just people's need to classify things because they're turning into fucking robots. It's like, what do I tag that? What's my genre? And it's like, no, human. What does fucking nature tag itself with? What's a fucking cricket's genre? Well, it's fucking genus. Get out of here. Stop being a robot. I know people here, I live in Silicon Valley. They're fucking warping your minds and trying to turn you into fucking machines. So then when they replace you with machines or automation, no one can tell the difference because you're all, I love content. And, like content, people use content now. I don't use content unironically because I think it's fucking retarded. It's like, I don't make content. Like, I know when people say that or leave a comment, they mean well. They're like, I enjoy your content, but it's like, dude, what are you, an algorithm? Like, you enjoy what? My animations, my films, my video games, my videos of me talking, my music? Like, just fucking say it. Don't say content. And it came about, I'll tell you, if you look up the term, before YouTube, this wasn't a thing. Once YouTube came about, there became this thing they called user-generated content. And then content just took off, blah, blah, blah. And what the fuck is user-generated content? It just means, oh, we don't have to do it. You make all the stuff, and we just make money from it. That's what it was. Oh, shit, we better share the money. Oh, fuck. Oh, we better censor everybody. I mean, that's what they're doing now. But content, like, fuck content. You don't make content. What do you make? Who are you? Hello, I am a human being. No, what's your name? What do you do? Where are you from? Who are your people? Like, what? So don't follow these paths. I don't follow these paths. I don't say content. Because what it does too is it's disempowering. You're just marginalizing yourself. I make animated content. No, I fucking don't make animated content. I make the stuff that I make. It's unique. So I guess if you're a carbon copy, if you're just a little, carbon copy, you're just copying someone else, I guess. You use the word content, but if you don't, if you're original or you're doing your own shit, don't say content. It's like, it's cheapening. Hello, I am a carbon-based being. It's like, no, who the fuck are you? You don't make content. So, yeah. I know people have left comments and emailed me about content, but know that behind the scenes I'm like, come on, really? Content? Get the fuck out of here. So, if you enjoy people's creations, let them know what you enjoy. I enjoy your animation. I enjoy your music. Because content is some Silicon Valley bullshit. I'm in Silicon Valley, so I've heard and seen a lot of these things come and go. Like, the term bandwidth came from Cisco Systems. Do you got bandwidth right now? And it's just like, get the fuck out of here. We're not corporate fucking zombies. I made a movie in 2001, a shitty video called "You Too Can Be a Corporate Zombie," somehow related. But yeah, we're not. So you're alive. You're a unique human being. You're a part of nature. Go observe nature. I mean, I love fucking nature. You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an entomologist and a herpetologist, and I studied all that stuff on my own extensively until I got to college. But I have a deep appreciation for nature, and every day I'm looking at it, I'm studying it, figuring stuff out. And so do that. Go back to that. And you'll stop using your content, and hopefully you'll stop playing fucking games for 8 billion hours. But yeah, you're a natural being, and your creations can be part of the natural process. And look at nature. Study the way nature works. Look at the life cycles, the processes of nature. So anyway, motherfucking 36-minute video. Damn, Stormco, what are you doing, man? Making me make these long ass videos, putting a gun in my head, man. Let me draw a gun. This is a gun. Oh, that doesn't look like a gun. Oh, fuck, I better quit. I better go to an art school and get a degree before I try to draw a gun again because I'm not good enough. I better go to a school so some asshole that failed at doing what I want to do, or maybe they even quote succeeded but they lost their soul and they really suck anyway, and I just have to pretend to like their shit because they're my teacher. But I fucking hate it, disagree with everything they say, and I have to pretend to like it or, you know, take on their belief system. So they pass me in the class. I have to go there and, like, kind of looks like a gun, sort of. Yeah, so this is Stormco right here. Put an S on his head. So he made me do this, man. This is me right here. Why are those boobs? Yes, I got a boob lift. So I mean pecs. I'm not a woman. Even though when I was 25 years old, I thought I was a 12-year-old Japanese girl in a 25-year-old American man's body, and I even told my friend Tristan Maduro that on the 405 freeway in Los Angeles, and he said he was about to stop the car and throw me out of it. So if you're confused about things, I was confused when I was younger. That's fine too. Fucking life is confusing. Shit's hard. So just don't do anything drastic. Don't do anything permanent. Just, you know, just chill out. Like, take care of yourself. Life can last a long time. It could fucking end tomorrow too. No one knows. But I'm just saying, from your pal professional weirdo out here, I'm not strange. Just chill out. Everybody's just all like I walk around my neighborhood without a mask because what the fuck, I understand science and did my own research, looked at data that no one's looking at, and I was like, this is stupid. And I just see people are so fucking afraid and don't even know why. And you can't even ask them. You can't even talk. I don't waste my time to talk about it in public because they'll just be like, hey, fuck you, police. But just chill. Everything's going to be fine. 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 I mean, this is the biggest thing, the money thing. So watch the money, watch the debt, because that's what's going to get people. Your mask won't protect you from economic shit storms. So be careful.